Will the Bengals take down the Browns, win the Battle of Ohio, and improve to 3-4 on the season? It's time for 5 things to watch for in my prediction for Sunday's game. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of BengalsTalk.com. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, join the 48,000 plus Bengals fans that subscribe to our channel, that come to our channel for Bengals news. Check out all the videos that we've posted this week, from my one-on-one interview with Orlando Brown Jr. or Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, locker room interviews, Jordan Battle, so much more in one spot right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. And let's get into Sunday's game. And I think of the 5 things to watch for as Zach Taylor tries to snap his streak. He's the first Bengals head coach in team history to lose 5 straight games in Cleveland. And that's what he's done to start his career. The Bengals haven't won in Cleveland since 2017. They look to change that on Sunday. And if they're going to, number one, I'm looking for them to get off to a fast start. Have to start fast. And that sounds cliche, and that's something that we talk about semi-regularly with this team. Here's why it's super important with the Browns. The Browns want to rush Joe Burrow and run the football. And so if you're the Bengals and you can get off to a fast start, well, you don't have to drop back Joe Burrow as much. You can control the game a bit. You can give your defense a little bit of leeway, and you can hopefully put the ball in Deshaun Watson's hands. Plus, and I think this is a huge factor, right now the Browns are 1-5, and the fans are calling for Jameis Winston. Fans want Jameis Winston, and rightfully so. Deshaun Watson has been horrible. So if you get off to a fast start, they're going to get restless. They're going to get annoyed. They're going to get frustrated with a team that has beat the Bengals 5 straight times in that stadium. So I think getting off to a fast start is mighty, mighty important. Today's video, by the way, brought to you by BetUS. Let's get into the other 4 things that I'll be looking for. And I mentioned Myles Garrett, and I talked with Orlando Brown Jr. this week. The offensive line versus Myles Garrett is a huge one. And Myles will kick inside. He will move to one side, then the other side. He'll probably face Orlando Brown Jr. a decent amount, but you have to contain Myles Garrett. You can't let him wreck the game. And he's wrecked plenty of Bengals games in his career. That cannot be what the Bengals let him do on Sunday. You have to be able to contain 95. And if you do that, they have other pass rushers to deal with too. So it's a very talented defense. And the thing that's tough with the Browns is they have great cover guys. They have in JOK at linebacker, they have a really good linebacker that can rush the passer and is kind of a versatile chess piece. And then they have really good rushers. So not many teams have the coverage ability in the secondary that they have with the pass rush that they have, which is why it's been such a tough matchup for the Bengals. It's why getting off to such a fast start is important. We know Myles Garrett's going to make plays. You can't let him wreck the game. Similar to last week when we were talking about Dexter Lawrence. It's similar to that. Obviously, Myles Garrett is on another level. I'll use Orlando Brown Jr.'s words. All-world player is what Orlando said. Number 3, keep Deshaun Watson down. I just mentioned it. The pressure is on Deshaun Watson. The pressure is on this Browns team right now at 1-5. You get off to a fast start. You frustrate him. You force a couple of 3-and-outs. You force a turnover, and the Boo Birds will be out. They will be out in full force. Those Cleveland Browns fans are frustrated. And so continue to keep them frustrated, get them more frustrated, knock Watson down. He seems like he's at the bottom. Knock him down even another peg here in your quest to win your first game in Cleveland since 2017. Number 4, and well, before I get to number 4, part of keeping Watson down, by the way, is not letting Nick Chubb run all over you. Because if you do that, it's going to open up the play action, make things for Deshaun Watson just that much easier. Number 4 is the Bengals rushing attack. You got to be efficient on running the football. You've averaged 4.6 yards per carry this year. If you can do that in Cleveland, that's going to go a long way to keeping Joe Burrow not only upright, but letting Joe Burrow do what he's capable of doing against a defense, even one like this in the Browns that is just a rough matchup. So if you're efficient on the ground with Chase Brown and Zach Moss, you're averaging at least, I would say, 4.3 to 4.6 a carry, hopefully more, right? But at least that, you feel really darn good about your chances, because then you're giving Joe Burrow second and 6, third and 1, and you feel confident that you're gonna be able to move the chains on third and short, even though the Bengals have been really good at third and long. You don't wanna get at third and long situations with this Browns defense. And number 5, the Browns haven't scored more than 20 points all season. So the Bengals, guess what you need to do on offense? Get to 20 plus. Score. This can't be like last week where you're really struggling with the Giants, and it's a similar matchup because of the pass rush, because of everything that they pose defensively. Get to 20 plus points. Normally it's 30 plus. I think on the road, AFC North, Deshaun Watson struggles. Nick Chubb just coming back. They traded Amari Cooper. I think 20 plus would be huge for this team. Up next, my prediction. Will the Bengals win the Battle of Ohio? I'll tell you coming up next. Today's video is brought to you by BetUS. The Bengals are favored on Sunday in Cleveland. We'll see if they can get it done and whether you think they can get it done or not. You get the BetUS right now. You sign up with code YouTube150 and get a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits after that, up to $2,000 with code YouTube150. So whether you think the Bengals are going to get it done in the Battle of Ohio, right now 6-point favorites in the AFC North showdown. This is following the Amari Cooper trade, following the Bengals getting healthier at the right time. We'll see if they can handle business on Sunday, and you can get in on the action right now by going to betus.com and using code YouTube150 for a 150% bonus on your first deposit, and you'll get bonuses on your next 2 deposits as well, up to $2,000. Again, that's betus.com, code YouTube150. It's prediction time here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk, and I think the Bengals are going to beat the Browns on Sunday. I think the streak in Cleveland ends, and maybe I'm dead wrong because this Browns team has certainly had the Bengals number. Kevin Stefanski has certainly had Zach Taylor's number, and that has to change on Sunday. It's that simple, and I think the Bengals know it. They know they need to go up there and win, and that it's a must win, that getting to 1-1 in the division, getting their first AFC win of the year after falling to 0-3 in the AFC, they have to get it. It's just one of those things that they have to do, and I think they do it. I don't think that this is gonna be, the prettiest game. It'll be a little prettier than it was Sunday night at times against the Giants, and Bengals get it done 23-13. They get off to a fast start and are able to keep Joe Burrow upright. He does just enough. They have to settle for a couple of field goals, which keeps this game close, but still 23-13. The Bengals get it done. The defense continues to take steps forward and put this team in position to win. For more, make sure you check out all of our other videos this week. This week's episode of Enter the Jungle had a lot of thoughts on Sunday's game as well. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, check out BengalsTalk.com, and shout out to our sponsor, BetUS. For Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.